Hey guys, I'm Panda. Today I'm going to tell you how to pass the OSCP, but it might not be what you think. Of course, you need to be a good hacker, or at least know the basics enough to pass the exam. But it's not just that. Things that you should also keep in mind, you really need to be organized throughout this exam. So, what you're writing is going to be a deliverable similar to a penetration test report. It might be 70, 80 pages or more, depending what you turn in. I would say, focus on really, really good note taking. You have 24 hours to access the exam. After those 24 hours, you're done. If you forgot a piece of evidence, if you forgot a screenshot, if you didn't get what you need, and you have to write that report the next day, you go looking for it. If it's not there, it's not. So that's my first advice. Try to decide on a note-taking program. Try to decide on some kind of template for findings. What are you looking for when you hack the box? Like what do you have in mind? Other tips, I would say get really used to narrative note-taking. If you don't know what that is, look up like hack the box write-ups or a CTF write-up or something along those lines. It's really just I ran an Nmap scan and I saw this port open, so then I dug into this other thing. It's just things kind of you taking them as they come and you explaining what you saw. If you can get into the style or the habit of writing something like that for the test, you can just write like that as you're hacking, collect all of your evidence through that, and then turn those narrative notes into what you need later. Um, that's what I did at least. I would say other tips are, have a methodology going into the exam. You don't need a rock solid strategy, but you need something. You need a way to start, a plan, a way to approach those boxes. So, have that in mind going in. Don't be afraid to take breaks. One of the hardest things about the exam is it really, really, really will throw you for a loop and, rabbit hole you down paths that you're stuck on for hours if you want to go down them. I would say, try to break free because you're going to be, uh, you know, dealing with maybe lack of sleep, hunger, whatever you have on your mind, the stress of the exam. You're not going to be in your best state. So, if you start to get in a spot where you're not making progress, get away from the computer. Tell the proctor that you need to take a break, go sit outside, hang out, get your mind off the exam as best you can. And honestly, you'll come up with ideas about how to approach things better, when you go back inside. Like it's really tough to make yourself take a break sometimes when you feel it's critical you don't, but it really can save the day. Also, understand, your tools and how they relate to the rules of the exam. So, I took mine a bit ago. Rules are a little bit different right now, but an example of that is that, default Mmap scans do not exploit anything. However, if you're running advanced scripts in Nmap, they definitely can do automated exploitation. So, based on the rules when I took my test at that time, if I ran some of those scripts and the proctor noticed, I probably would have failed the exam. But that's just N. There are other limitations and other tools. Just understand the rules, understand what you need, read that exam guide, start to finish, ask questions to the team if you don't understand. Make sure you know what you need going in, what you can and can't do. You have a good approach, and that you're ready to document everything that you see during those 24 hours. Good luck, and I hope you pass. Even if you don't on the first attempt, I would say just be ready. Go back stronger if you do need to take it a second time. Take these lessons, others that you learn. You can do it. I'm a dumbass panda, and I have my OSCP, so if I can do it, you definitely can too.